Hello, everyone. Welcome to Divine Guidance with Patricia. Wow, what an event. Today is the first day, the premiere of this show. This is the beginning of our journey together. This is the beginning of being able to meet and enjoy and share and be who I am with every single one of you. I look forward to everyone that comes forward and meeting you, getting to know who you are, and sharing in the joy of your life, leading to the whole concept of whole self. I have to say, this has been an amazing journey. And it's profound how divine guidance works when you allow it to work with your life. I have been so blessed to be approached by Bonnie from Transformational Talk Radio, um, who took a look at my website and felt that she needed to contact me, and I'm so blessed that she did. This process of the last couple months has given me so much regenerated faith in the way I live, and how I follow my divine guidance. For those of you who have tried it, for those of you who struggle through it, for those of you who don't know what it is, let me tell you, it's not a walk in the park. It is, you have to put effort in. You have to do what we call divine action, and you have to follow. And many times you're on the outside looking in. Many times you are following guidance and you don't have the full perception of what it is, but you know you have to do it. You don't have all the answers. There's no instruction book. Um, as a matter of fact, it's pretty humorous with my spiritual teachers, anyways, how they guide me. Uh, seeing clothesline with symbols pinned up on a clothesline, and it's for me to take the action to go deeper, um, and realize even if I don't know fully what the message is, I do know the action they're asking me to take, and with that, I'm responsible to make that choice if I take that action or not. And uncles, mothers, brothers, fathers, sisters, aunts may not get me at any given time in my life. And that's been a struggle. It's honestly been a deep struggle to go through. At the same token, what would be harder for Patricia McNair would be not to do it. And when you're at that stage of reality and truthfulness to yourself, there's no other choices. There's no other ways. My being represents empowering and validating beings in any struggle that they're in. If you're in a struggle mentally, emotionally, or physically, you're in a struggle spiritually and soully. So finding out how those two are interacting with each other helps with the whole being. With that said, I would like to give a shout out to Dr. Pat, Transformational Talk Radio. I have to say, you are 1,000% more than what you came to me in the first place and said you were going to be. This process has been difficult in a lot of ways. We've had a lot of work to do. Banners have had to be created. Voiceovers have had to be done. I'm not a movie star by any means. But each time that we met and each thing that we did together, I know that you guys went above and beyond to assist me to have this show today. So I'm forever grateful for this opportunity, and I'm forever thankful to be able to work with teams of people who are genuinely caring and keep their word. I was told this is my show, I can do what I want. um, Had they known me, they might not have said that. But anyways, I think we're going to be fine and we'll work well together. Um, Today's show is basically to give you an introduction, but I did call it "Are We Listening to the Listener?" And in preparing for this show, a lot of my guidance, a lot of my push has been okay, I get to sit and talk on a show. I get to share time and space with beautiful beings that will be coming forward. And in a few minutes, I'll give you a little bit more information on that. What can I give to the listener? Many times in life, we've been told, oh, will you listen? Oh, you're not listening. Could you listen? Um, and those are usually by authority figures. Those are usually by people that we feel or perceive to be above us. Could be that we need to listen at that time. Could be that they're enforcing us to listen at that time. There's so many different ways of listening that I thought, okay, Patricia, here's what you do. I need to listen to my listeners because I'm not here without you. So I have some really wonderful things planned. There's going to be lots of giveaways. There's going to be some really unique shows where the listeners get to join in more than just calling in and talking. So with that said, I guess I should tell you a little bit more about Patricia McNair. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm not a person to sit and talk about myself. Okay, boring. I know it all. Just kidding. I know it all about me, anyways. And what I don't know, I'm sure I will be told before I pass. But it's very difficult to talk about myself, but I will. I will. Because I need to, because the listeners need to know who I am. So, Patricia McNair, I am a human being on this planet who has continuously connected with spirit since I can remember, way past this lifetime. And that sounds weird, and it sounds a little bit weird for me to say. However, I'm saying it, and I'm saying it with truth of my being. And I'm not embarrassed to say and to share who I am anymore. And that's a big step. I have lived a life like everybody else. There's been so many blessings that outweigh any of the atrocities or traumas. And everybody's had them. Everybody's had life. So why am I sitting here? Well, I'm sitting here because a year and a half ago, I was told by Spirit to start this thing called a live on Facebook. And what do you want me to do? So I started off talking to myself like this for a while. And then people started to hear, people started to talk back and wanted to be on the show and wanted to be a part of it. And I see that as the digital training to having this show. My life is the whole being experience to being here today. So I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to be here. I'm humbled to be here. I'm grateful to be here. And I'm glad that all of you are here with me as well. I'm seeing from my producer that it's almost time to take my first break. So after the break, I will get into telling you about what's coming up on the show, some of the beautiful, wonderful beings who have agreed to come and share with us. And later on in the show today, I will be opening up the lines to callers so that you can call in and say hi or let me know what you would like to have on the show or what you're interested in listening to. So, with that said, I believe we are going to take a break and we'll be right back. Hi, welcome back to Divine Guidance with Patricia. I had a little birdie tell me that we might already have a caller on the line. Wow, do we?
Yes, we do, Patricia. We have Alice from Nova Scotia.
Wow, thank you,
Alice,
Dick.
yeah, of course, Alice, you're on with Patricia McNair.
Hi, Alice.
Alice? Oh, Alice?
Hi, Trish.
There we go.
I just wanted to call in and say, thank you for coming on the show. You're such an amazing person. You get so much to offer to people. And I just want to say thank you.
Oh, Alice, thank you so much. Absolutely. I know Alice. Didn't know she was going to call. Thank you for the surprise. And
Oh,
thank you for your support.
it's my pleasure. You deserve it all.
Thank you, Alice. Everyone does. Is there anything particular that you'd like to listen to on the show? Any type of topic that you would like to have brought up or spoken about?
I talk to you so much, and it's, oh my God, we talk about this stuff all the time, and I think it's just fantastic, and we pretty much cover everything, and,
Yeah, I do.
it just,
Thank you so much.
you've just got so much to offer people.
So do you, Alice. So do you. Thank you so much for calling in and surprising me and being supportive and always being there. You're a beautiful being, and thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the shows.
I am, and we love you.
Thank you, Alice.
Thank
Well,
you.
you have a blessed day. I love you.
I love you too.
Thanks.
And we will talk soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh my goodness. I'm blushing. Thank you. Alice is somebody that I've known for a while. And leave it to Alice to call in. So thank you so much, Alice. I appreciate that. I really do. And appreciate you. Anybody else who would like to give a call in, just give a call in and I will drop everything and talk to you. First, I want to go on to a little bit about this show. This show is going to be led by Spirit. And what I mean by that is what comes up during the show comes up during the show. And this show will have a life of its own. It's an opportunity for your spirit and your soul and your energy and your being on a whole level to come and join in, to be a part of everything that's happening in this beautiful world right now. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, and a lot of people may perceive it as being terrible, wrong, hateful, whatever words you want to put at it. But I really believe in my heart and soul that this is a beautiful time to be alive. There is so much rebirthing, rechanging, and realigning that's going on. My advice, and I'm not one to give advice, yes I am, I'm one to share what I know, and what I know is that this is an amazing, beautiful time to be alive. This is an opportunity to be honest to self. This is an opportunity to take the action you haven't taken, and to take the action you've been afraid to take, and to take the action that has stirred your being for a long time. This is the time to take that action and see where it goes. Adventure yourself into whole being. Adventure yourself into knowing who you are on every single level. This is the time, and you'll be totally amazed to find who, where, and why you are who you are. And that's for another show. I will go on with that another time. So here's what I'd like to do right now. Is I'd like to give you an idea of what's happening in, let's say, up till the end of March with the show. We have next show on December 16th will be beautiful people that I know called the Sound Beings, and they do a whole conservatory of gongs. They have their gongs aligned to the planet and the energies that are coming in at any given time. And they're beautiful beings. Rita and Phil, they'll be my guests on December 16th. They are choosing and have asked if they could do a live concerto with the gong. So everything will be live with them. There won't be any filmed. Hopefully we can pull all that off. And then on January 6th, we have a beautiful lady from Calgary. I believe she's in BC now. Sorry. Esoteric Realms. She is Carrie Lynn Noblestud. And she is a dynamic lady. I mean, she has so much going on that I have to try and pin her down into one thing per show. So what I've asked her to bring forward on January 6th is she's an amazing artist. She taps right into the fabric of the universe and paints it. And then, are you ready? She turns it into clothing. And now, it's my understanding through the grapevine, because somebody's been talking to her to get prepared for the show. Excuse me. She now is turning it into anything you want with her art. So that'll be interesting how she can do that and what we can do to get a product. So, and above and beyond the artwork and the consumer part of it, Carrie Lynn is somebody that really shares the knowledge and shares the spirit of kindness and caring and empowering. And so I've asked her to be on the show for January 6th. On January 21st, it will be my amazing husband, Patrick, excuse me, and myself, Patrick and Patricia, sharing a little bit about us, how we came together, how Creator brought us together, and what we've been doing to this point. You're going to love him. He's an amazing guy. February 3rd, we have Brian Duga. Brian Duga has an amazing, beautiful shop in Digby, Nova Scotia, called Atlantic Treasures. This shop I could sleep in. When I go there, I don't want to leave. The energy and what Brian himself brings forward, let alone everything he has in the shop, everything you can imagine is in his shop. Excuse me. And Brian's also part of helping to put the show together. He's the one that's contacting guests, getting the information, portfolios and stuff. So thank you, Brian, for all your beautiful help as well. I don't know if this person knows it or not, but I'm trying to get a hold of them for an invite, and because I know and love them so well, I'm going to say it and announce it on the show. But February 17th, I'm really looking forward to my Ken from the UK, the Raw Authentic Warrior, Matu Ra. I don't think I need to give any more than that. Then he is one of the most authentic, real, stand up, strong on every level being that I've met. And Matu Ra and I have worked many lifetimes together, so I'm so excited. If you listen to the promo on my show, you'll see the chanting with divine guidance. That's Matu Ra. And that's another thing that I don't want to get into too much today, but I can let you know that some of the guests that are on the show have prepared this music for the show. All of this music is original. And Dr. Pat actually had hands-on with me. It was so great to create. She brought everything to life that I could see and I could hear, but Dr. Pat was able to bring it together. And it's when you hear on our show next time, I'm going to give you the whole rundown of what the music actually is. It's originally put together by Spirit and some beautiful beings, and especially Dr. Pat came through, and wow, Wow, that lady can create. So we're moving on to March 3rd. We have Stacy Jacobson, a dear friend of mine, connected with me through Star Teachings Society. And Stacy will be bringing forward information on time banking. Well, time banking is a lot different than bartering, because in bartering you're doing something for something. In time banking, you're doing something, you're banking the time, and you can have it reciprocated later. And the other concept I liked about time banking, I don't know a lot about it, but I try to know a little bit about it to give you information before the show. And the other part about it is that a doctor, a lawyer, a farmer, a janitor, the value is the same. It's time. So if you work for 1 hour, it's not $1,500 for somebody and $5 for somebody else. Time is a currency, and everybody's time is of the same value, an hour. I like that. I like that concept a lot. And I haven't had confirmation, but I've asked if Dr. Pat would be on the show on March 17th, because it is St. Patrick's Day, and Patrick, Patricia, and Dr. Pat can create a panel of Pats, and we'll have a table talk. And that's open up for questions, whatever you want to shoot at us, and as a panel, we'll respond and communicate with you during that show. So I'm really excited about that one. Very excited about that one. They have more shows already planned, but I think that's enough to give out for now. We do have some amazing lineups and some wonderful people coming forward asking to be on the show. It's been very humbling, really, not to have to go after and try and find guests. Unfortunately, I have a lot more guests willing to be on than what I have time slots. We will get you all on. We'll do our very best. And hey, I'm not going anywhere, so I plan on being here next year too. So maybe the year after, maybe the year after. With that, I think we are now heading out for break. Are we, Dave?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, we'll see you when we come back, and we'll go into a little bit more of what it means to listen to the listener. I invite everyone to call in this section and say hi, Trish. How you doing? And let me know if there's any suggestions that you would like to have on the show. Thank you. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back to Divine Guidance. How are you doing? We're hanging in there. We're getting this show done. The premiere, the butterflies are all going away a bit. I believe I hear rumor that we have somebody else on the line. Do we, Dave?
Oh, Corey. Hey, so Corey, you're on with Patricia McNair.
Hi, Corey.
Hi. Hi. Thanks for taking my call. Oh, yes. I was reading your bio. Oh, excuse me. Let me get a drink of water really quick.
No, I'll join you with one. How's that?
Yes. I was reading your bio, and I love your mission statement about inspiring people to discover. And I think one of the good topics would be what is the soul? You put it says something here about the soul searching, or soul, something that has to do with like past lives and like the soul, like like the old soul or new soul.
Like soul memory?
Why it's important. Soul memories, like, is it even important to think about that, or to even like bring that up?
Well, it is. Everything's important. And Corey, thanks for reading my bio, and thanks for calling in. Soul memory, the form cannot contain everything that you are, and so you have a lot of memory that is continuous with your soul essence. It doesn't get deleted or taken away. However, it's my knowing that you come into this form for a purpose. And so you don't need to bring the whole library, so to speak. Like, that's a lot of books to carry. So you bring in what you need at this time. However, when you're going through things in life, you can access the library, your soul memory, when needed. And sometimes you receive things. A lot of people get confused between receiving from their soul or receiving from spirit or another person's soul. So that would be an absolutely great show. Thank you.
Thank you for taking my call. Appreciate you being on the air.
You're
Thank you.
going
Take
to be
care.
on the
Talk
air.
to you later.
San Diego? Is that where you're from?
Yes.
Wow.
San
That's
Diego.
a long ways from
San
Nova
Diego.
Scotia. Isn't this great? We can just chat.
Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm in Nova Scotia, Canada.
Oh, Canada, right. Yes, definitely long ways.
So how long
Canada.
have you been
Place I would
working
always
with
wanna go.
your spirit, Corey?
With what?
How long have you been working with your
How long
spirit?
what?
With your
You know, it all started here at Transformation Talk Radio. And I had no idea about any of this. And so it's kind of just the door's just been cracked open. Not much there, but just a crack. So that's why I'm wondering, like, should I even open this whole door or just leave it cracked?
That is a really good question. And you know what? It doesn't matter how long you've been connected to the knowing. I still have moments like that because I realize, we're moving into something else. Do I really want to go there? So it's not just when you first begin. Some of us dinosaurs have it as well, if that helps.
Yes, absolutely. I know. Sometimes I hear that, your past lives are, coming up, and this is the reason of, why you're feeling this way or why your personality is this way. It has to do with your past lives. Yet it's so, it does make sense 100%, but yet it's so difficult to try to figure it out. And so it's kind of, it's a little limbo as to, should I even open up this can or not?
Well, I invite you. What I'm going to do with the show, every guest that I have, and with the sound beings, that's a trigger for the vibration of your soul. Anybody who is questioning or struggling with new advancements or new levels of consciousness right now, this is what I'm doing with my show. What I'm hoping to do with my show, and I can't do it without any of you listeners as well. So what we're starting and beginning here is a full conscious awareness to the whole soul being, the whole being, the soul, the spirit, the mental, the physical, the emotional. They all work with each other.
Absolutely, and with the veil, kind of thinning out, it seems like we are all, a lot of people are becoming more conscious of different areas in life, just in general. And we all hope that it continues to push in that direction. Absolutely.
Well,
Yes.
I can align with the thoughts of being part of the oneness, and I can align with the thoughts and the knowing that all of us are connected. However, we're all as strong as our weakest link. So if you see somebody falling down or you see somebody that needs help, help them, and then be prepared to receive that help back later when you need it. And you're not helping them to be over them, you're helping them so that we can all be strong together. So I believe and I feel from your being that you're more open than you may want to discuss at the moment. So I give you great admiration for taking that step, for taking that action, and for calling in and being a part of the Divine Guidance with Patricia Show. Corey?
Thank you so much, and thank you. I will continue to look forward to your show. Take care.
Thank you, Corey, and any feedback you want to give, just give it. How's that? That's the way I roll.
Repeat that again?
Any feedback you want to give, just give it. That's the way I want to roll the show. Your input is
right. Absolutely.
So, have a great day in San Diego.
Awesome.
And thanks for
you.
calling
You
in.
too.
Thank you for connecting, Corey.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Wow, that's amazing. San Diego. Super excited. What a beautiful being. What a beautiful being. This is going to be an adventure, I think. I think this is going to be an amazing adventure. I'm going to be as surprised as the listeners. And humbled. So, great. Wow. That just filled me up. And like I was mentioning to Kari, the show is lining up in a way, it's really having a life of its own. I'm paying attention. I'm listening to the listeners. I'm listening to people who are coming forward and saying, I would like to be on the show for this reason, because I'm aware that this consciousness is awakening, or this will help this part of the human race and all beings upon Earth. And so I pay attention to that, and I put that in with what we're doing. Have you ever really felt, and I'm sure all of us have, that you're not being listened to? How many times in your life have you been in a situation where you're listening mostly and you're not being heard? When that pause comes, after you're listening, after you've listened, when that pause comes, that when it's your turn to say something or share something, the person who has spoken is still thinking about what they said. And then there's the other side where you're sharing something with somebody and they're just not listening, or I'm not listening, or somebody's sharing something with me, I'm zoning out, I don't know, I'm walking over a bridge in the middle of the forest, and I'm not really paying attention, even at times when I really am interested in what the person's saying. This is where and how I go deep on things. I don't want to sound repetitive with it. What is actually happening? Who are you listening to? How are you listening to them? Or it? Could be the wind. I'm not so egotistical that I don't include birds and trees and the waters. What are we listening to? What are we listening to in our daily lives to guide us? What is our gauge? Where are we getting the information from to make our choices in our life? To move forward, step backwards, sit still. Where are we receiving that information? And when we have that answer, is that concept or that information that's coming to us, are they listening to us? Are they hearing the listener? Where in the world can we find places where it's really important to hear the listener? I mean, some might say a jazz bar, piano, pay attention if the audience is listening, you know, to change the song, to go upbeat or to go down, or how are we listening to the listener? Where is it really important in our lives? Where is it the most important in our lives? To be listening to the listener. What exactly am I trying to put out of my mouth here? I believe that we're about to take another break. So with that, when we come back, let's investigate, let's explore what exactly I mean by are we listening to the listener? Yep, I'm listening. And we'll be right back. Thank you. Hello, welcome back to Divine Guidance with Patricia. This has been such an amazing show. It's been great. And I hear again, we have another caller on the line, Dave.
Yeah, we have Carrie Lynn from Calgary. Carrie Lynn, you're on with Patricia McNair.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
Patricia!
Hello, Carolyn. How are you? Were you listening? Like I said your name a few minutes ago, didn't I?
Well, you know what? When I made the phone call, it took me off the Facebook page or whatnot, so I couldn't see it, so I'm just on the phone now. I can't see anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I mentioned about you being a guest coming up on January 6th. How are you feeling about that?
Oh, sweetheart, I didn't even see that, but I got your message and I had to call you.
Okay, well, there you go. You listen to Spirit Praise.
I saw you on your show, and well, you know what? We're a team, right? So I wondered, because I noticed that you were talking about listening and consciousness, and I was wondering, what kind of experiences have you had since this lunar eclipse? Because I noticed that the energy has very, 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 very strong energy. It's been keeping me up till about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for the last 2 days, and I can't fall asleep at night. The energy is spinning inside me, and I'm out here on the coast, and the solar eclipse was absolutely incredible a couple days ago, and I saw the moon, and then the eclipse around the moon, and I couldn't leave the patio at 2 o'clock in the morning. All I could do was just stare at the moon.
Wow.
I wondered, have you noticed any differences in yourself since this
I've been
eclipse
asleep
just
the whole
happened? I'm still buzzing off it.
I've been asleep the whole time. You've been doing the work for me, right? I need to rest. No, actually, you're absolutely right.
It's a team experience.
The energy has been phenomenal. And especially listening, tapping into it. What I have found, though, is that in the last couple of days, it's been pretty silent. Have you noticed that?
All right, can you repeat that? I missed that part.
In the last couple of days, it's been pretty silent from Spirit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like there's extra magic in the air these days. Like the veil is so thin that the most magical things just keep dropping down in front of me. And all I have to do is say, okay, thank you. I'm down. I can do this. It sounds like a great idea. And then the Spirit has just been like downloading for the last 2 days, and it's like all the things that I thought, all the ways I was doing something completely flipped up in the air, and 8,000 cooler ways came out to do the same thing. And it's been since this eclipse, it's all these consciousness ideas. I mean, it's just flowing into my soul.
You've always been like that. Now you just more enhanced.
Wondered if you've been noticing that.
Absolutely, my husband and I have, and even little one here has been just really bouncing off the walls in some areas. In other areas, there's a fatigue that's been. It's like a parallel of both happening, which is really unique.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is
tiredness. Like I noticed it. Mm-hmm.
The energy has been so strong that that Spirit's been silent, just allowing the energy to do the talking and the transmitting in the last little while. That's what I've been finding.
Yeah.
So
and then I was here like a week ago. It's kind of like I was sleeping a bunch.
You must be having a
I'm
play.
so excited to be on the show. I'm beyond excited to be on the show with you. It's going to be some pure magic going on there.
It's going to be fun. So everybody, all the listeners, you have heard Carrie Lynn from Esoteric Realms, She'll be here on January 6th. Can't wait to sit down and share. And, keep that question. Keep that question because it's a really good one about listening to consciousness as well. Bring that up on the show on January 6th, and we'll take a look at it.
Absolutely, absolutely. The Spirit's been so chatty, and the moon has been so chatty. And I've been building quantum tinctures in the universe since the 1111 portal. And I noticed, did you notice the huge shift on the 1111 portal this year? Like the huge download
that I my interview with Dr. Pat.
Pardon?
That's when I chose and I did my interview with Dr. Pat. For the show.
Right, that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I had a natural DMT experience that day.
Mm-hmm.
With my assistant that day. And we both went into the universe together. I was wondering if you noticed anything extra special about that day.
I'm sure there was. And you and I traipsing off to the universe. I'm glad we came back.
You can only stay in the fractals of energy for so long until you have to come back.
Right. All right, Carolyn. Thank you so much for calling in. Seeing you on the 6th. And wow, what a delight. We're going to have a blast.
Doing great work.
This is a lady that does
Keep doing the great work, Patricia.
What, sweetheart?
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you too. Thank you so much. This is where I need to be.
You bet.
I'll find out why hopefully soon. How's that?
Oh, I am sure the universe will definitely roll that all out the way it's supposed to.
Absolutely. I have faith and trust. Thank you. Thank you for being in my life, darling.
Awesome. Well, I'll give you... Oh, honey, I wouldn't not be in your life for all the tea antenna.
Well, thank you so much. What a way to begin the first show. Thank you for being supportive and calling in, darling.
You're welcome. I love you dearly, and we'll chat soon. And I just wanted to call in and tell you you're amazing. You're such a goddess. I just love you so much, and I wish you the very best.
Thank you, beautiful. Have a great day, and we will talk soon.
Welcome, honey.
Thank you, honey.
For sure. Enjoy. Have an amazing show. I'm going to keep watching.
Okay.
Okay. Bye,
I'm going to hold you to that. Blessings, love.
I love you. Bye, honey.
I love you,
Bye.
too. Wow. This time went fast. Those went really fast. Time does fly when you're having fun. Wow. My first premiere show on Transformation Talk Radio. What a moment to remember. What a moment to treasure. I'm sure I'll look back on this probably in 6 months and go, wow, look what I did. And pick it apart so that I can do better. But for now, I'm going to be grateful. For now, I'm going to listen to the essence of my whole being. And I'm going to say thank you, universe. And thank you, Patricia. Thank you, listeners. Thank you, Transformational Talk Radio. Thank you, Spirit, for what you're going to bring forward that I'm not even aware of. And thank you for stepping up and being the voice that I'm intended to be. It's been a lot of listening. It's been a lot of journey to sit here and to share. And I am Patricia McNair, and I am human, and I am fully connected, and I am not ashamed to sit here and share my whole being. Thank you. I thank you, and I appreciate every single one of you. We have a lot of fun to get into and a lot of work to do. We're going to take a lot of action in this show. I am not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything for you, perhaps with you. Every choice will be yours, and every action you take will be yours, and the glory will be yours. See you next time on Divine Guidance with Patricia, where we have the sound beings and the beautiful, beautiful frequency of love. Thank you.